Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Tea Talk, here with Mistress Boston.
My name is Nux.
Cute Giggler 4.
Giggler Tickler.
And I'm going to try and get through this without rage quitting and screaming at Boston.
He loves me, I swear.
It's going to be tough, folks. It's going to be one of those ones.
The king and the queen, we rule. I'm just kidding. No, we don't. Alright. So, this is our second time recording this, but yeah, what's your favorite food? I like sushi.
We are back after some
Technical
really
difficulties.
stupid technical complications. Boston.
Hey!
Thrown under the bus.
To be fair,
Just answer the damn
Anyway.
question.
I'm working on it. I just had to give you shit first. Anyway, I've always been a sucker for anything sweet, chocolates, lots of gummies, gushers. But as far as actual food goes, I grew up with a lot of pasta. My dad did spaghetti and meatballs every goddamn week, and giant freaking vat of it the size of my body. So as far as actual food goes, I'd say just about any kind of pasta.
Whoever told you that candy's not a real food, get them out of your life. You don't need that kind of negativity.
Boston.
Okay, is this just let's yell at
Shots
Boston
are
for every little
left
fucking
and
existence
right.
that she has? Like, fucking seriously?
I need
I'm about
watch
to
out.
quit.
Somebody call Crossfire here.
Like, and there will not be a podcast without me. Actually, no, Alex probably would too. You know what? Maybe I should. I'm just gonna go. You guys have fun.
Come back, Patrick Stump. Don't leave the band.
It would also be kind of awkward considering you're the one recording.
Oh,
Yeah, Wouldn't
whatever.
make any sense.
Nick?
Yes.
I didn't even answer.
Are you going to go make your own podcast
Yeah.
with hookers and blackjack?
Jill's turn to answer.
I thought you
God.
were next.
Potatoes. Fucking potatoes, okay? And pickles. Go.
My favorite food is lasagna. I can eat pans of it at a time.
Lasagna.
Lasagna.
I swear to fuck. I swear.
My favourite food is Yorkshire pudding because I'm from Yorkshire. Next question that we haven't already been through once and used up all of the funny jokes for.
I thought you were from the north.
You thought I was from where?
The north.
Yeah, Yorkshire's in the north.
You know nothing,
Wow.
Jon Snow.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's not dichotomous.
alright, anyway. Have you ever played the tickle game of making someone laugh at a movie or something that is really terrible and not funny? I don't think I've ever done that specifically with, like, tickling. I've done that, like, just to make jokes because I'm fucking awful. Like, after I heard about Sandy Hook, I made the whole, what do you call an 8-year-old with no friends, a Sandy Hook survivor? Or, what did, fucking, I don't know, something like that. But yeah, I'm a horrible human being.
That is horrible.
It was interesting seeing all the delayed reactions because I already knew the joke before you said it. And then it took like a good 30 seconds after you said it to see everyone's faces change.
I couldn't remember what Sandy Hook was, and then I remember and I went, oh, well.
Yeah, I got a lot of really bad looks for
Yeah,
that.
It's jokes. That's something else.
Oh. And I've actually never even heard of that.
I'm
As
trying
a
to figure out
game,
what you're talking about. Right, that's what I'm like, what are you talking about?
I'm guessing that the idea is putting on something that is like completely unfunny or just like a really bad comedy movie and trying to tickle someone to force them to laugh even when it's not funny. And if that's what they're referring
I
to,
don't do that at all, because if it's bad comedy, I would just be like, but why? I would just be pointing out all the bad comedy. I'd be like, this is not, I can't even, why? And
Yeah.
horror movies I cannot watch, so it'd be literally just me like, I'm going to die.
I just generally avoid bad comedy movies. I like actually funny.
That was my answer.
Nick?
I have never played it. No.
I have, because I'm a monster,
The Tickle Monster.
And it was Schindler's List.
Oh my god!
Oh God!
It was Schindler's List. Again, for reference, I'm a Jew. So do you know what? If anyone can do it, if anyone can do it, it's me or Goebbels. So do you know what? I did it, she laughed, and I went, these are my ancestors. You bitch. And I acted really indignant, and she, at the start, she tried to be like, but you were playing off the game, and I kept going with the joke, so she worried I was serious. So then she started to apologize and try and defend herself.
Was this
Liv?
Liv?
You know I'm not like that. No.
Oh.
This was just a friend.
Oh.
And what's even more surprising is we're still friends. So yeah.
You.
Yeah, who would be friends with me, Jill? You reptilian bitch.
No one.
Did I have the general idea behind the game right, though?
Yes.
Yeah, you had to take something that's not funny, make them laugh at it, so they feel shit. I do it with Schindler's List because I wouldn't be able to do it with Pixels. The person still wouldn't laugh.
Damn. Legit.
Ouch, Adam Sandler.
There's nothing I can say about Adam Sandler that hasn't been said 1,000 times by 1,000 more people than I.
When I watched Pixels, all I could think of was Tyrion Lannister trying to kill video games, and it was really hard. And I was just like, what is going on?
I just couldn't get over the fact that Olaf was a perv.
Well, he's done, have you ever seen Love and Other Drugs?
No.
No.
I don't
you
watch
have.
a lot of movies.
Yeah, he's in that before he was even Olaf, and he was a pervert in that one, too. And he swore a lot, too, so if you want to ever hear Olaf swear a bunch...
Sweet.
Oh, he's in The Wedding Ringer, too. That's the newest one, The Wedding Ringer with Kevin Hart.
Oh, yeah.
Is that the black guy?
Yes.
Okay.
What? There's more than one.
Fuck off.
There are more
The
than one out
midget
there.
one. The really, like, my size.
I hear.
Yes, one of his things is
The
he's
short
very
one.
simple.
Okay. Excuse me. I'm dying. How did you guys come up with your URLs? So, as like I've said, I'm pretty sure all of you are well aware that Boston is not my actual name. I will not be revealing my name to those who are close to me, yada yada yada. But stop looking agape-mouthed, you're gonna catch a dick. So, my entire shtick with that was, Alex gave me a nickname, which, you know, obviously my origin of Boston is kind of how our friendship started, and then the whole mistress thing was the whole femdom blech. So yeah, I thought it just kind of rung well, Mistress Boston, so that's all my thing. What do you want laughing at me for?
That's fair, absolutely. Nux, please.
What just happened? I know it froze, but it was on my answer, so if anything...
I don't know if we should explain what just happened or not, because clearly she didn't notice.
I think we should just leave it as a locked door within us.
Okay, then.
You guys are
just go.
So anyway...
I'm leaving this podcast.
Mine's kind of a longer story. It started out as I was trying very, very hard to come up with a new AIM name because my old one was just awful and embarrassing and
What was your old one?
It was Little Gamer 91.
Ew.
Like one of those, like I was 11 years old and I was given an AOL account.
No, I feel that.
Yeah.
That's what my
so I was trying to come up with a new one. And at the time, I was playing through Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles with one of my friends from elementary school. And I found that I favored a race called the Ukes, which had really long arms that tended to drag on the ground behind them. And whenever I did something to piss him off, like grabbing an item that he wanted or a spell that he had wanted to take, he'd yell at me and call me a knuckle dragger. Yeah, the joke of Neanderthal. And I ended up taking knuckle dragger, throwing on a random number to the end of it, and using that. And then eventually, using that as an online forum handle as well, people shortened it to Knuckles, Knuckle, and then eventually to Nux. And then I ended up eventually kind of appending a sort of surname to that, Tenma.
Pretty soon it'll just be K.
Or Cucks.
The incredible laziness of the world.
Right.
Cuck.
Where is mine from? Oh, like back in the day when I was very illegally on TMS underage, I had it, I think, without the 4 on it. And ironically enough, I made Cute Giggler without the 4, forgot that password, and then made this one with the 4. So I am an original. But my Skype name, it was my AIM name, going back to your story. So it's just as embarrassing and like a stupid story as that, but yeah, go.
My URL name came from her, Cute Giggler 4, and my name is Giggler Tickler because I tickle her.
Self-explanatory.
I think that's a sweet story. I think that's the most emotional one we've had so far.
Yeah.
And
so
much
emotional.
simpler.
So much simpler. Mine is obviously Iron Tickler, so it was just... I did the forum thing with Jill, like I did the joining underneath, and mine on there was Tickling Yo, I think.
Oh, God. That's worse.
Was because I was a teenager and, Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with, so it was just to be as gangster as you fucking can. How can you be more gangster than having the word yo literally in your name?
I hate you.
I was thinking...
Or Wu-Tang Clan.
I think that could have been... Maybe that's what people were thinking of. And
The Wu-Tickler ain't nothing to fuck with.
Yeah, man. And then I obviously made this one, and I decided Iron, and because I like Transformers and robots and things and the metals,
which are mostly made out of steel. But
jammers, which is true, which are carbon and iron combinations. So,
yep.
Yeah, I might as well have just called myself Atom Tickler because I had to go so deep into like robots are made of steel, which is a composite of iron and carbon and other metals. Which comes
metal
from the ground,
today?
which comes from the Earth, which is part of the solar system, which includes Pluto Tickler. That would have had to be my
Universal Tickler.
I thought it was because you like to write, so because like iron pen sort of thing. I don't know. I thought it was like that.
Let's go with that. That answers way fucking better.
Something that makes sense.
Yeah, there's no reason. There's literally no fucking reason.
Nipple.
You just picked iron because it's a metal.
It's a metal and it sounded cool. And now that I'm reaching 500 followers, we're like, you're right, iron. I'm a bit like, maybe I should have chosen something that...
No, I mean, I thought when I first saw your URL, when I was, first still a lurker, I thought you meant like we were referring to like Iron Maiden, like the torture chamber.
Sure.
What about the band?
Fuck them.
That's the first thing you
Oh,
think
well,
about the band?
so much for having those on as guest stars.
Yeah. Anyway, what
And then it
swear
comes
word?
up a week now that they're actually part of the community. Whatever surviving.
That would be the oddest thing I've ever heard.
Whatever's left of them.
What swear word do you use the most? Oof. I think fuck. I've been like compared to Kurt Vonnegut, whose books had to be changed to like fug because of how often he wrote fuck. So I'm pretty sure it's fuck. Or some variant of the word fuck, fucking, I don't fucking know. See? Jill.
No, I'm not second anymore.
I don't think she was ever
Oh,
intended
right.
I'm guessing she's normally second.
I'm normally
Yeah,
second.
sorry.
Got it. I mean, my answer's not much different than yours. It's probably fuck. I don't say shit
You say
super
dick
often.
a lot.
That is true, actually. I do say dick a lot. I probably say shit more often than a lot of other people, mostly because I love the phrase, what the shit.
Mine is definitely fuck.
Yeah, but I think mine's still probably fuck.
I will slip fuck into any conversation I can.
Same.
And I love calling Alex a fuck, so it's pretty high up there on how many times I say it, considering...
I like just calling people, you stupid fuck.
Stupid fuck.
Or funky.
Who the fuck do you think you are?
You funking cabbage.
In writing, mine is probably fuck, but I like to call people cunt waffles and douche canoes a lot. So
Douche
those would be mine.
canoe.
Cunt. Cunt's a good word.
Actually, it's a bad word, but yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's a powerful word. That's the important distinction here. It's a
People
powerful
are still on about that? People still say that word like that?
Yes.
Shit.
Mine is fuck, because it's just, you can, so many different variations, so many mutations of it, you can put it anywhere. What's this? It's fucking milk. Ah, what's this? It's not fucking milk.
What is with you and the milk? Is it dark milk?
It's milk.
It's just, there's my fridge there, and I see fridge and I think milk. You can do it anywhere, it makes any other insult better.
Any conversation you could have. Where the fuck is this? I don't know where the fuck that is.
Exactly.
Well, son of
You're
a
a-
fucking bitch.
You're a twat. You're an orc-faced bastard. You're a fucking orc-faced bastard. Boom. Instantly better. Throw a Scottish accent in there and it's perfect.
Ugh.
I'll be honest, I was hoping for a much more British swear, but I don't know what it would
Twat.
possibly be.
Twats very us.
I'm pretty sure Bumble
I don't know
cunt
if-
was a pretty British one.
I don't know if twat is really considered a swear. I mean, it's definitely an insult, but I wouldn't really count it that high up.
Well, that's the thing. It's never censored, so I suppose it doesn't really count as a swear because nobody finds it offensive enough to be a swear.
People find cunt offensive, and it's almost the same word.
What was that, Boston?
Twat.
It's twat.
Twat.
It's TWAT. Twat.
Yeah. Twat.
It's funny, I think I
Twat.
normally say twat, but I was saying twat because I was matching you.
Yeah.
Twat, I can't
Just for
hear you.
future
I have an ear
twat.
infection.
Is it sweat or swat? I don't know.
Is it pedophile or is it pedophile?
It's a GIF or GIF.
That's true. That's all true. But equally,
Tomato or tomato?
you don't say zun, but you do say one.
What?
You don't say
What?
zone.
So,
Oh.
We all...
Oh, god damn it.
Oh, are you finished? Yes, I am down.
I'm dope.
Sad part is there's probably people out there that pronounce it exactly like that.
I'm so
Right, mate.
dope.
Yeah, no.
I'm so
I'm so
done
down
now.
with all of you.
Alright, can I move on?
yeah.
Nope.
Well, thank you. Majority rules. So this one was literally written in all caps, so motivate me to do my work because I am procrastinating so hard right now, help.
Who was that from?
Featherplay, I think?
I fucking knew it.
I fucking...
Go do your fucking work.
Okay, here's how to not do procrastination. Get anxiety, be afraid to die, don't do it anyway. Watch Netflix. But no, seriously, do your work, because, like, I've procrastinated before, like, you know, college student, whatever. But it genuinely, like, when you start it, you'll feel almost instantly better. You're like, okay, I'm getting things done now. It's going to suck. You're probably not going to want to do it, but just do it. Just do it. Shia LaBeouf, that shit.
You get it done, the sooner you can watch Netflix.
Yeah, there you go. Work then play.
Shit, don't ask me. I don't get anything done.
You mean don't?
I don't get anything done. Except these podcasts, and that's only like a handful of times so far.
My advice is get everything busy that you need to do out of the way first so that you can do all your fun stuff after without having any stress of having anything to do.
Watches Netflix stressfully.
Ah!
My advice is lists. Make a list. Adhere to the list.
I make lists.
All he does is make lists.
Yes. Lists, they really fucking help because then you've got this tangible piece of thing that's telling you what to do in a certain order.
So,
You can go, okay, I will follow the list.
But is it a piece of fuck?
Piece of fuck.
who is it
That's the first thing on the list.
Alright, can you do anything to make you more ticklish other than teasing and or repeating the T word? I mean, to make me more... I mean, I guess taking a shower or, like, having softer skin. Like, just that sort of moisture, lotion, oils, I guess. That's from what I know so far. Or get me in a good mood. Because if I'm in a bad mood, then any sort of sensitivity that I have drops almost automatically to 0.
As near as I know, there aren't any particular tricks for making me more ticklish. For the most part, it's just there's a few key areas that just kind of work.
You should have probably mentioned whether or not you were a Leo or a Switch.
Yeah, it occurs to me that probably would have been important. Kind of a Switch. I feel like I tend to be more of a lure, but I mean, I enjoy being tickled as well, so
Yeah, there you go.
no big preference.
No.
Just no.
There's nothing, like, literally, I don't think anything. I don't think so.
I think Boston's probably going to end up being the odd one out here with actually having ways to enhance their sensitivity.
Oh, nylons.
I do feel the bad mood thing, though, because, like, if you're in a shitty mood, it's just, like...
Well, it depends on the type of shitty mood. Like, if I'm angry, or if I'm, like, frustrated, I don't want to be fucking touched. If I'm, like, I'm just kind of having a bad day, yeah, that'll probably, if anything, relax me. But if I'm, like,
right, like,
any form of anger,
I think
don't
anger is the
fucking
only
touch
one
me.
where it's, like, don't, like, legit anger, because, like, I have a short temper, so, like, being temporarily mad at something doesn't count, but, like, legit anger, like, I fucking hate you, is, like, a totally new level. Yeah, go.
I am Giggler Tickler. I'm a huge lure because I have this fancy thing where I don't feel pain or tickling, so...
Wait, do you have that thing
I
where
have not.
your nerves don't work?
Yeah.
Oh, you poor Bab. Do you know
Much.
when you're bleeding?
You poor man!
So yeah, there's nothing that will make me ticklish ever.
Oh, that's heartbreaking. Oh, well.
I'm in the same boat as Nick for half of that, in that I do feel pain. I know I feel pain because I'm a fucking accident-prone idiot. So I feel a great deal of pain. Oh, I feel so much pain. But yeah, not ticklish, so, you know, what can make me more sensitive? I don't know, ripping off my skin. That would probably make me go, I can feel the breeze a bit more now.
Oh.
Take off the first 3 layers. Ah, there we go.
If you want to feel the breeze a little bit better, wear a kilt.
Just
He's
grab
half
a potato
Scottish, so.
peeler and just start skinning.
Well, let's not think about that.
Let's not.
Alright.
Just like we're not thinking about you
That's
drinking
awful.
pickle juice from earlier.
Delicious.
Why bring it back up?
Delicious. juice,
I had to bring it back
Careful
because
creature.
I had to bring it back because it wasn't mentioned in this recording of the podcast.
What did you say, Alex? Only me? Is that what you said?
Said you awful creature.
Oh, thank you. That's the nicest thing you've ever said.
You sound like a fucking Dr. Seuss monster.
Alright, are you allergic to anything? I'm not sure if I still do. I used to have really severe allergies, seasonal allergies, cats, dogs, whatever, because my asthma was horrendous until I hit, like, the age of, like, 15. I am pretty certain that... Oh, shit. Oh, nickel and copper. I am highly allergic to nickel and copper. Like, I can't even hold coins for more than about a minute before I start breaking out and scratching to fucking shit. Like, I have a printmaking class, or I did, and one of the projects that we had to do was called an etching or a relief print. It was just supposed to, take an etching needle, just a metal rod with a pointy end, and draw a picture into a piece of copper. And I was like, fuck me, I can't do that. So I had to go up to my professor and I was like, listen, I'm really allergic to copper. Like, I can't even do the smell of it half the time. So he's like, all right, plexiglass. So yeah. That was a tangent I didn't even need to go on, so. Nux, take it away.
As near as I know, I'm not allergic to anything, though I am starting to suspect that I'm allergic to seafood. Because the last time I even stepped foot in a seafood restaurant, about 2 feet in the door, I went rushing back out to puke. So, and on the topic of allergies, I'm actually one of the lucky few who's not allergic to poison ivy. So it does nothing to me.
That's cool.
I wasn't allergic to anything until like 3 years ago. I'm really allergic to oh god, what the fuck is it called? The pain medicine that everybody's not allergic to.
Morphine?
Penicillin?
No, not penicillin. The other one. What?
Aspirin?
No.
Morphine.
Morphine! That's what I'm
That's
allergic
what I
to.
said.
Oh,
Thank you,
God.
Alex. I am crazily allergic to morphine, and I didn't know until it was too late,
Oh, shit.
and I vomited everywhere.
Alright, I'm allergic to dogs and cats. Like, after being around them for a really long time, I'll start to get a running nose, but I don't have, like, a huge reaction or anything. It's
What
just,
is that?
like, allergies in my head.
I am allergic to not crushing pussy on a daily
I
basis.
hate you.
I really just want to.
How are you not breaking out in hives?
Show me how you eat that pussy.
It's been so long. I just wanted to say the phrase "crushing pussy" in some sort of context, and I picked the worst. What makes you more sensitive? Crushing pussy on the dinner. I used to have a weird reaction to garlic for some reason. If something had a huge amount of garlic in it, I felt really sick. But just through overexposure, because I got that from my mum apparently, because she used to be fine, and then during her 20s, she became wildly allergic to garlic, where she will just be very ill now if she touches the stuff.
Are
So
you guys
that's
actually vampires?
I mean,
He considers it. Well, I did drink the blood of that one child, so maybe.
Oh
I have a
my
lot of
God.
virgins under mind control.
Oh, Jesus.
So, he's one of them. So,
Oh, no.
Oh
so I used to be allergic to garlic because I got that from my mum, but just through exposure, I'm fine. So I'm back to just not really having any allergies, luckily.
Well, there you go. Now you can have garlic bread. Congratulations.
So nice. I was sat there at the age of 18 like, I'll give it a try. Oh my god, this is the future.
Sounds really good right now. So, next question is, what is the best part about tickling or being tickled by someone new? I definitely think I've always adored that discovery factor, both from the Lee and the Lur's perspective, like, even just hearing, are you ticklish, or like, finding out that someone is for some reason or another is always really exciting. Finding the spots on them, see what works, what their laugh is like, how they, feel, in general. So yeah, that's my thing.
I'll be honest, I'm extremely picky. Partly because a lot of people do it in ways that either just annoy me or just flat out hurt. So, for the most part, I actually don't like it when it's someone new. I prefer someone familiar.
God, I feel you. Okay, literally that was going to be my answer. I am so picky because every time someone tries to tickle you, they jam their fingers into you and it hurts. It hurts so bad. Not everybody, but like 90% of people.
I was about to say
that.
though, but like when someone said, "Oh, someone new," I assumed it was like a new friend or someone that you're getting to know or like that you know fairly well, but
Right,
has never tickled you before. That's what I took it as.
Yeah, but even when that's the case, even when it's a close friend, they tend to do that.
Fair.
Yeah.
Just because that's how a lot of
Apparently
people
excessive
interpret
force
tickling.
is the only thing that will work.
It's Gargalesis versus what was it? Nismesis?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and on top of that, I normally don't even like to be touched by new people in general. So I'm always like, ugh, just leave me alone.
There you go.
Don't touch me, I'm a reptilian bitch and I will kill you.
You should get that on a t-shirt.
I should.
Don't touch
I
me,
really
I'm a
should.
reptilian bitch.
My next URL will be the reptilian bitch. But, on a completely different tangent, Alec was actually the first person that I met or knew that actually, liked it. So, it's completely different on that. Not, different, I just still didn't want to be touched, but it's different because, they're not just going to recklessly, fucking...
Dig in.
Right, you know what? You know what I mean. God, go.
I just got into this recently, so only had one partner. I wouldn't know how to answer this question.
That's fair. For me, I think it's the novelty aspect. There's the aspect of, I don't know where to get this person, I don't know where they're most sensitive, so as a scientist, new information is my thing, and experimentation is my thing, and everybody is a little experiment waiting to happen because I am a monster and have become this way through the scientific method.
And somewhere
So
out there,
I treat everyone
Alec
as a
is cringing.
little study. Sorry, Alec.
A new project.
Yeah, everyone's a little study that I can do. So I think it's that novelty aspect.
I think that's cute. Blah blah blah. Gobbledygook. What is your favorite position to tickle or be tickled? Examples being spread eagle, hogtie, mummified, hands held above the head, straddling, no restraints at all, just completely them running around. I've always, I guess if you're, discussing bondage, I've always enjoyed being, what is happening, guys?
I'm sorry, just what you say, no restraints running around. It makes it sound like you've gone, no, I don't want us to be in a bed or on a sofa or anything. I want to chase you. I want to very specifically have you, as fast as you fucking can, Usain Bolt, sprint away from me, and I have to take you down like a rugby player.
I'm just going to fashion a lasso real quick.
Like a rugby player.
That was one intense tickle fight. Jesus.
Turned into a real fight.
Couple broken legs.
If you break their legs, they can't swim away.
Oh
This
my
got dark.
goodness. Anyway.
Hey,
Unless go too far.
maybe they'll learn that the broken legs are how they get more sensitive.
Oh my god, my legs are so sensitive now that they're broken.
You like it when I tickle the bone that's protruding?
Oh.
Don't touch me.
Guys.
Why is it most
nausea.
sensitive? The mammo.
Probably all the exposed flesh.
Guys.
Answer the question for the record.
Okay. So I'm gonna say restraints without restraints. When it comes to rope and scarf, whatever, bondage, I'd say spread eagle or hogtied. And without restraints, I've always really enjoyed kind of being straddled across the waist and having my arms pinned above my head just because it's kind of sexy. What am I kidding? It's really sexy.
Just kidding, it's really sick.
Yeah, so there you go.
I think I generally prefer without restraints.
That's your answer?
I like the free form tickle fights.
You and I need to do some talking then.
I generally prefer without restraints. If I do, it can only be my wrists or I will freak the fuck out. Because I'm crazy! I've always preferred the more playful anyway. Heavy restraints, freaks me out. And the idea of it
Same.
freaks me out, so... There you go.
Alright, my favorite position to tickle in is, ironically, what Boston found really hot is me straddling and then holding their arms above their head and tickling.
You know, the funny thing is that I'm an extremely lower body person. Like, everywhere on my lower body, like, I adore. My upper body,
See, I'm the opposite, so...
But, see, that's where I'm confused, is that, like, I find that really sexy. But then all my, like, favorite spots are, like, low. So it's like, I feel like that should
You need a gymnast.
What do you want, woman?
All right.
A gymnast?
Well, I was going to say, actually, yeah, right. Actually, no, I mean, I guess that kind of works for, like, my belly button or something, which is, like, the middle. Oh.
Yeah.
Your hips.
And is super sensitive.
For me, it would very much be sort of what Nick described. I'm not a huge fan of like restraints or bondage. That's just not something I'm particularly into. So I prefer it when it, as Nug said, free form. So yeah, definitely just cuddling as well. Cuddling's always a good one to start out because they're trapped but in a nice cozy sense.
They're trapped but they think they're safe.
That's how I get down. I like people to have a false sense of security and then to very quickly take that away from them to show them how dark the world is.
Ouch.
My children are fucked.
My children.
The Tooth Fairy came. Oh, he's died. Yeah.
Just kidding. He didn't even exist in the first place. How does that make you feel?
Why would you have a tooth fairy?
Forever. Well.
Yeah, but if I may, why would you have a tooth fairy? You're a Jew. You probably wouldn't even have an allowance for your children. You'd probably make them do chores anyways, and then occasionally tell them that you love them as a reward.
Occasionally. Ouch.
For starters, show me the part of the fucking New Testament where the Tooth Fairy is, and I'll go, you're right, that's clearly a Christian idea that you've got there.
I was more saying of
Show
the
me
money
part
thing.
Of the Old Testament where the Tooth Fairy fucking appears, and I'll go, you're right, that's clearly an Abrahamic idea.
Again, it wasn't whether or not it was the religion, it was the fact that you're fucking cheap. Tooth Fairy gives you fucking money.
It was a shot of the money component of the Tooth Fairy.
Ladies and gents, we've been on, half an hour maybe? The first Jew joke. In fact, no, probably not the first Jew joke. She's probably made several in her own head that she hasn't allowed us. Is this the third Jew joke, or was that 3 separate Jew jokes?
Ugh, Jesus Christ. Jesus, all these technical difficulties.
Struggle.
Oh Christ, here we go.
The non-Jews have struggled. Ladies and gents of the podcast, the white, working middle-class female from Boston.
Honestly, when she was talking about holding
I'm not
coins,
middle class
I had,
at all.
the top of my head like that, and I was like, no, be quiet.
Okay.
I was just to say, I'm not middle class at all, just saying.
I said working middle.
I'm not... I guess I don't know. Let's not go into my financial life, I'm gonna start crying.
Anyway, yeah. Freeform, loose, snuggling, that's the kind of thing that's got that romantic element, and it starts when you're already in a good place.
In a cozy.
Really love it.
Oh.
It always does.
Next up.
Who is your hero? Spider-Man. No, I'm kidding.
It's okay, Boston, you can say me, I totally understand.
Oh, fuck off. I mean, even though I give her shit all the fucking time, I've always been really the type of person to look up to my eldest sister, Lynn, because ever since she left high school and my mom got really, really sick, she effectively ended up raising me. She started a college fund immediately after she left high school. Like, when you're 18 years old, you don't think about that. You think about going to clubs. You think about doing all this shit. Instead, she made a CD account for me and put $1,000 away. And she's, she took me in. She's, I'm still living with her today, but she's always taken care of me and my mom. She's just a very giving person. And I want to be someone who's able to do that like she's done for me. And I'm grateful for her every day. I respect the fact the woman has 3 jobs and somehow still functions, you know, having a relationship, having family life, you know, with their dogs and me. So I look up to her a lot. She's a lot of what I aspire to be, even if she frustrates me to no end sometimes. But that's family. So, yeah. Love you, babe. Love my love.
This is one that I have a really hard time answering because I never really think of any singular person as being someone that I like wholeheartedly look up to. It's more kind of a collection of people that all have done some great thing that I would like to be able to match or come close to.
Fair.
Mine is.
We lost you for a second again.
Sorry, were you done? Sorry.
No, I just got confused.
Sorry. My youngest brother. My youngest brother was born with a heart condition, and he had a heart transplant when he was a baby, and never really had any issues until the last year or 2. So he's had to wear like the defib that you have to like carry around with you and take tons of medicine all the time, and his girlfriend lost her home, and he like took her in and like got another job, and like just he is just trying so hard, and you know he goes to my parents' house all the time, and he's always busting his ass for everybody in his life, and me included, and I love him to death.
Siblings.
Yeah, mine is my sibling as well. My younger brother, he just went into the United States Marines, so I really admire that. Especially because I wasn't able to when they found out I had a daughter.
Oof.
Oh, man. I'm an only child, so that limits my options for sibling-based heroes. But my stepbrother, Bruce Wayne, now my mum is definitely my hero.
Aww.
Just for the fact that she's, I don't know, she came from a decent life. She had a great start in life. She went to public school, which to you guys is private school because cultural things. And she never, ever let it define her. She brought me up and she always raised me that you take everybody as an individual, regardless of their status in life, regardless of anything. She's worked in most of the law firms in the city in which we live. And she's always had to deal with lawyers who had a huge stick up their asses. I went here, I did this, I went to the best university in the country, blah, 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 blah. And she'd always point out that she went to the best university in the country for her subject as well. And that's not a fucking excuse. Stop being a prick. And I just always respect that. She taught me just to be good to people, regardless of anything like that. And I can't thank her enough for teaching me that. Because I wouldn't be a psychologist today.
Aw, thanks, Mom.
I think your mom's my hero.
I'll tell you, you said that.
So she's got.
I also went to the best school in the country. Doesn't give you a license to be a dick weasel.
Exactly.
So, funny, I know this kind of came up when I think we were talking about, like, what's it like about being tickled by somebody new. What's your preferred method of tickling or being tickled? I'll give my both. What I'll start with. Sorry, my brain's kind of falling apart. Being tickled, I enjoy the everything kind of under the sun. The more fun aspects of it, the more playful. Then I also really enjoy the more teasing, the almost like borderline sexual sort of stuff. But as long as it's like light and it's not like harvesting my organs, I'll probably enjoy
I'm
it.
down here.
Hey, can I borrow this kidney? Oh, good, you're laughing.
Good, you're laughing. You don't mind.
And my favorite method of tickling is also very similar. I want to make sure my Lee is enjoying it, that, like I always find it a goal over till they get to the point of they're begging me not to stop. So, as long as we know it's whatever the Lee's preference is at that point.
So I had originally interpreted the question as, like, tools.
So did I.
If you prefer,
you can.
Just straight hands or, like, whatever tools you want to use. But the way that you were just talking about it, it kind of brings up, again, Gargalesis versus Nismesis. And I don't know if you guys have talked about it on the podcast before, just missed it.
We've never really discussed the scientific terms of it, so I'll put a kind of definition of it. So Gargalesis is the more rougher, the sort of almost like grabby sort of tickling that you cannot do to yourself. This is the type of tickling that is often done by other people, whereas...
It's like digging into deeper nerves.
Yeah, getting further, like, towards muscle tissue, kind of doing the more spastic hand motions. And then Nismesis, which is the only type of tickling that you can actually do to yourself, because often people say, oh, you can't tickle yourself to just the cerebellum, blah, blah, blah. But Nismesis you can do to yourself, running your finger across your foot or whatever else is ticklish on you, which is the very light, the very almost like borderline caressing sort of touch. So yeah, there's that definition.
It's also the type of tickle that you get when, say, a spider crawls across you.
Yeah, there you go.
That kind of light, brushing feeling. So as far as that goes, it always comes down to Nismesis for me. I hate Gargalesis.
It doesn't even work on you.
That's true too.
Oh, is it my turn? What was the word you said? Garganimini?
I'll spell it out for you.
Gargalesis.
Thanks. That's what I need. I'm pretty sure there's only like 2 spots in my entire body where that would ever work. Ever.
Same.
Other than that, it just sounds painful and like I would die. What was the exact question?
What is your preferred method of tickling or being tickled?
Oh, okay. Yeah, so, the lighter stuff is always better because the other stuff will not work.
That's your story and sticking to it?
That's the story and I'm sticking to it.
My preferred is
what? This fucking thing again. God damn it, Skype.
Okay.
There it is. Could you repeat?
I'm not a big fan of gargoyles.
Wait. Hang on. Alex. Nick, can you repeat your answer? The Skype derped.
Sure. I said my preferred way of tickling is a mixture of both. I like to do soft tickles on some parts of the body and then hard tickles on others.
Okay, there you go. Alex, continue. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Just saying, not a big fan of gargling. Gets in the back of your throat. It's very, very clear phlegm, though. I very much go for the soft stuff just because I feel like you can do more with that.
Agreed.
Hard tickling is such a fine line between actually like the sensation you're going for and pain. And occasionally, even depending on the speed, a massage. So it's like... and it depends so much on the sensitivity of the person where that line is that it can be very easy to cross from one to another. And should you be crossing into the realms of pain, for me anyway, that would make me feel awful. So I stick to the soft, the light, and then if the person really wants it harder, then by all means I'll oblige to the point that we both. But my preference very much leans towards the softer stuff.
I was about to say, besides, like, in that case, like, you could do the hand motion in the air to tease somebody, because doing, the light stuff, that looks more accurate than if you were to do the hard stuff, that sort of hand motion in the air. It's gonna look like you're, like, want to rope somebody.
Like, all your fingers and, like, your thumbs just, like, digging, and it, like, always is horrible.
Or it's like And then you're like, oh, my boobs. Don't touch there. That is my private square.
You're not allowed to touch me.
Often I like
He's eating ribs while he's doing this pantomime.
I am. That's actually my preferred way of doing it. I like doing it with a rack of ribs present.
Excuse me 1 second.
The ribs.
Make sure your lead has to take a shifter for multiple reasons.
Barbecue sauce, baby. That's hot as fuck.
Oh my god.
Move on, please.
Alright.
I revealed too much of myself.
What is your favorite place?
The supermarket.
Yes, I love the
I
supermarket.
was gonna say anywhere with food.
No, I feel like if I'm at the
My bad.
supermarket, I'm there for too long and doing too many things. If I had to say, honestly, like, this is gonna sound cheesy as hell, but, like, I love being in, you know, someone's arms when I feel safe and comfortable and happy. 'Cause that's kind of like, shut up. It's one of those situations of the only time I ever feel like nothing can get me, or like I feel more comfortable knowing that I can get through something and not feel less alone. And if I were to go to the non-cheesy answer, I'd probably say like my room or the studio, because I'm a hermit.
Because I'm a hermit.
I was gonna go with a somewhat wise ass answer that you just kind of stole from me. I was gonna say my bed, because it's soft and comfortable. And as much as I don't really like, you know, wasting time sleeping, god damn, is it hard to get up in the morning? My other possible answer could be like my computer chair, because literally everything I do is through a computer. It's kind of an important aspect of my life. So.
So gassy.
We're all gonna have super gay answers.
Gay Babs.
Gay! Yeah, I was pretty much just gonna say anywhere with him, so.
Oh.
No. Gay as fuck.
Alex is trying to rub off the
their
gay.
face for? You have a.
He's rubbing like some moisturizer or something.
You have crabs in your beard? What are you doing?
No, I'm moisturized.
Do you want some sand
Yeah.
to make them feel more at
Do
home?
you know what, Jill? The skin is the largest organ that you have. Take care of it.
I do moisturize.
There you go then. So don't judge me when I do it. I'm fucking manly as shit. Now I'm gonna get a mani-pedi.
Honestly, the only reason I thought it was odd was it seems like rubbing moisturizer into facial hair would be kind of awkward and leave the hair itself greasy.
It's alright, actually, if you rub it in properly then.
Yeah, mine's super wiry, so that's... yeah.
Nick?
My favorite place is when I come home to Jill from work and whatever else I'm doing.
Aw, so gay.
So homosexual.
We're so gay.
All this heterosexual faggotry. That makes so much sense. For me, it is definitely on the bed. On the bed, or somewhere like that, because you can wrap yourself up in blankets and get all warm and toasty, and then it's nice, it's cozy, it's snuggly, and then you can go apeshit, and everybody's in a nice position.
Also, you get to sleep, so bonus.
I feel like very much on the same backups to him. Boom.
Oh.
Same.
The next question is, if you had to transform into any animal and live like that animal for the rest of your life, which would you choose? Then, who would win if you all decided to battle in animal forms?
Oh, if that question hadn't come up, rocket gorilla?
You should have waited until everyone had given their answers to introduce the second.
I'm sorry.
I was just like, giraffe made of biceps?
Oh god, the mental image there is great.
It's a giraffe whose neck is just a biceps, okay? It's just like, cranks it so
You said made of biceps, so the entire body is just assorted biceps.
I'm going to draw that later. Oh god.
Anyway, Boston.
I don't want to answer this question now. Because I'm just going to be a whale made out of penises or some shit and sit on you all.
Wait, did you say it has to be does it have to be a real animal?
Let's just answer the first part.
I'd say it should be a real animal. And as far as standard of living goes, I'd probably say, like, panda. Because at least those are often in zoos and don't have to fight shit. And they get fed and pet and you're cute and fat. Yeah.
But you're dying off?
Yeah, right? Oh, Jim died today. No.
Did Jim have any kids? None of us have any kids.
Pretty soon, half of us are going to be clones.
Pig Mountain turned out very good.
So we know who's losing the fight so far.
The fat and lazy one. I have always had a thing for the idea of flight. So, and because of that, this question is really difficult for me because I've also always had a really strong, I don't want to say connection, but like I've always really identified with canine style animals, wolves, dogs, anything like that.
Pap.
Even in mannerisms and preferences. So it's somewhere between a wolf or an eagle or falcon or any large
dog bird.
Bird.
Wolf eagle.
But all things considered, I think I'd end up going with eagle, falcon, something of that variety.
I don't know.
Jill?
I want to be some small and fast as fuck.
Be a hedgehog.
Honestly, a ferret was my first thought. Was a ferret.
Ferret
snake.
seems there.
I'll move like lightning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine would be a wolf. I like to eat red meat. I like to be out in nature all the time, walking around in the woods and everything. So I really like being a wolf.
Mine would be a giant tortoise. Because I love the idea of a giant tortoise. It just watches shit happen for about 200 years.
And nobody expects you to do anything quickly.
Exactly. Oh, should we ask Frank to go and get the beers? He won't be back for 5 weeks. We'll do it. We'll just give them him.
Are we going to invite Frank this?
Ooh, jeez. Oh, dropping shit, sorry. Ugh.
And he'll see more of you.
Frank gives no shit. He won't care if he misses one.
Also, your home's always where you are, so that's just convenient. Set up an NES, a little old aspect ratio television in the shell. Get some
Reruns of the show Franklin.
Oh my god, Franklin. I loved that show.
At least everybody knew what I was talking about.
Oh man.
So yeah, giant tortoise. So the second part of the question, who would win in the fucking fight?
I would.
I'm
I'd
gonna
just
say the
sit on
wolf.
you all.
Yeah, probably. Because
the wolf,
assuming you're an eagle or a falcon, you're gonna fucking eat my ass.
yeah, like you're going right off the bat. Boston's
Once
gone
down
pretty
on
quick
ground
because
with
fat
ferret,
and lazy.
She's just laying there like, I got this, whatever pandas eat, I don't know what to do.
Bamboo.
I basically take you out, and then I'm out of the fight, either by flying away and just leaving,
The circle
or
of
by
life
getting
here.
taken down by the wolf
The
as I
circle of
land.
life.
That's the thing.
Eat him.
I reckon, aside from Buzz and Jill, who would get fucking wrecked within minutes,
Just
I reckon that
immediately.
the three of us, we've kind of got our own separate domains. So the wolf's not going to bother with the tortoise. That's a tough meal. There are easier things to get. Eagles, what's an eagle going to do with a fucking tortoise? A giant tortoise. It's not going to carry it off. The eagle and the wolf, why do they need to fight? The eagle can fuck off and do its own thing. They don't share any prey particularly. So
Yeah.
boom, aside from the panda and the ferret, who are just immediately masticated and swallowed followed, the other three of us take domain of the sea, of the land, and the air respectively,
And just
then rule the world.
Where do ferrets even live?
In homes?
They're not even like in holes.
Mild would. Mild would
have to eat sometime.
Nah.
No, they
Not if I knew this fight was gonna happen.
Ferrets are cannibals.
Jesus
So
Christ.
if your argument is if I knew this fight was going to happen, I'd starve myself to death.
And then lose anyway because
I
you
feel
still
like-
died.
Exactly. It's like Mike Tyson going into the ring and going, I'm going to knock myself out. And punches
That was
himself.
actually a really good impression too.
You should heard a Danny
No.
DeVito impression.
Do not.
Okay.
Do not.
He's trying to dislocate his
She
shoulder.
put her arm on my shoulder. I was going to dislocate it.
Ew, don't do that. That's yicky. Can I move on, please?
Yes.
Okay.
Now that you've been eaten.
Okay, if you had to tickle somebody that exists or did not exist, or be tickled by somebody that exists or does not exist, who would it be and why? Ooh. Ooh. I mean, I don't like being tickled or tickling people I don't know well. I mean, I guess cartoon characters I'm closer to because you kind of discover their everything through a TV show for the most part. So, I mean, I guess, like, fucking, I don't know, Sans or something from fucking Undertale. Just because he's my Scalabay. And he seems like he'd be a fun lure.
Fix your microphone.
I was really expecting Boston to say something about it.
I wasn't paying attention. I'm too fucking tired to care, and I think I'm slowly getting stoned by my medication.
Oh.
Fair enough.
That'll do it. As far as the question goes, like I said, I'm not a big fan of like someone new. So my answer would probably just default to Boston.
Hey, that me.
Do you know how bad I wish he was ticklish? Because he's not, and it kills me every day. And it fucking blows horribly. And Boston was the first person on Tumblr I ever actually wanted to, so.
I guess
It's
I'll
the
throw-
cute laugh.
I guess I'll throw at least each of you into the pile as well, because, I mean, you guys exist, so you peeps
You
and
guys exist.
casts, so yeah, that's my real people answer. Take it away.
Take it away.
I would tickle the shit out of Abraham Lincoln because we have to be honest about where he's ticklish and not.
What kind of answer is that?
Oh!
It's really the hat.
That too. That's really what gets me. Also, the head wound. Man.
Beep, 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 beep.
As they say in my country, any hole's a goal.
It's the open flesh thing again.
Oh God, here we
Back
go.
to this. It has come full circle.
Recurring theme.
Why?
I don't. Again, I have this thing where I prefer it to be somebody I know, just because it is a very intimate thing to share.
Same.
So, I don't know. That's my answer. I don't know.
I don't know.
I have a few people. Who I'd consider sharing the intimacy with. So yeah, so I'll say a few people, and that way nobody gets awkwardly singled out. I'll say a few. No, as in I'll say a few people as my answer.
Oh!
I'll say a few people, so a few individuals. So I'm not playing favourites with a few individuals. Because there's loads, and I'd probably forget somebody, and that would make them feel like shit, and I'd feel like shit. So I'm just avoiding bad times all around.
Why don't you just
You're
go and
saying
say
there's
it to
a
them
few.
individually? That way, you get to tell people that.
Oh no, definitely. It's people I've already told. I've already told pretty much
People
everyone.
who already know, basically.
Yeah. People already, if you're
Eh.
decent friends with me, then you probably fall into the category.
Yeah, there you go.
So that's easy. Easy peasy.
Yeah.
Breezy
was a good sound.
Sorry. I have makeup all over my hands, and I went to go. Anyway, moving on. Ugh. Oops, I dropped something. Oh my god. Ugh. Okay.
You are just a disaster right now.
Shut up. I want to go to bed. I dealt with children all day.
All right.
That's
Well,
what
let's
you get
wrap
for
this
going
up.
to work.
More.
Okay, sorry. I already said that, did that. What is a fun tickling experience you've had? Well, I mean, they've all been fun. I mean, I think there's only been, like, one instance of where I was genuinely uncomfortable. So I'll tell that story instead, because I can't, like, just pinpoint one specific experience, because they've all been pretty good time. But my first, like, actual boyfriend, like, he didn't even, like, tickle. He, like, poked. Like, the whole pokes sides meme, that was basically him, except, like, he didn't, like, get it. He just...
Even the cringier parts of it were him.
Yeah. Next?
It's kind of the same thing with me. They're all fun. Like, I kind of want to follow your example here and just go with one where it's not, or one that was, like, particularly unpleasant, and that's anytime my dad tried, it was always gargalesis, and he used to be a furniture mover, so it was extremely painful because lots of hand muscle.
There you go.
I'm gonna have to point out a bad one because
It's a tough question for people who enjoy it.
right, like, when was there a time where you didn't enjoy it? Well, let me tell you about never. No, there's been, like, it's just mostly just people you just meet. They're always trying to, like, poke at you. Like, I don't know, those awkward people who try to do it. And I'm always just like, I will burn your house down. Don't touch me. What the fuck was that? Good talk.
My favorite experience was the first time I ever tickled Jill, because I found out that I enjoyed it, and I found pretty much all of her spots on the first time, so.
Gay.
I mean, when you're a walking tickle spot, it's not that difficult.
Exactly.
Just saying, Jill.
That's true. Really, it was like it was kind of like a roulette wheel where most of them are red.
I was about to say, at that point, it's like, it's almost more fun to find a place that's not ticklish.
But less satisfying when you do find it.
Yeah.
As a lair, they've pretty much all been fun times. Like, any that weren't fun, not really, because if I'm instigating it, then usually me and the other person feel comfortable in the situation, so...
I was just, have you ever had one of those people who have, like, physically, like, harmed you? Because I've not personally, I've seen it where, like, they straight up go into fucking fight mode, like, they hate it so much. Like, they genuinely got mad at the person and was like, chill?
I've done that, I think, once maybe, and we played it off as a joke afterwards pretty happily. So, yeah, it wasn't a bad experience, really.
There you go.
I've had that bad experience. Only because, like, if I'm really good friends with somebody and they, like, say some smart ass shit, my first instinct is to always, like, smack them in the chest or something.
There you go.
Because I'm violent.
No.
So, like, people who wouldn't know about it, my first instinct is to just smack them, because first instinct is to pretend like you hate it.
I've never been that person. Like, I never gave the facade of I don't like this, because I've just never been good at it. Probably because, like, for a good portion of my life, I actually genuinely wasn't ticklish. So when I did become, either more or just suddenly, like, it was a sensation I enjoyed, I feel like once you get to the point, stop's going to get them to stop, whereas you just laugh along, have a good time. So, I don't know. I've never understood that. That's my only thing. Yeah. The next thing is we all have to say something positive about everybody. Aww.
You all have a pulse.
That's not positive. You all have
positive.
Protons.
Damn it, that was going to be mine.
Yeah, positive, but it's definitely negative
Sorry.
phase.
Well, who should I start with? I'll start in order. Nux, I think you are a wonderful person. You've been a very influential part of my life, and I'm very grateful for everything that you've done and everything that you do. And yeah, you're very intelligent and stuff, so yeah. Jill, you always have one reason to make me laugh, and I love you very much. You're one of the first people outside of, Alex, that I really felt genuinely comfortable about this, that I kind of realized that the community is full of actual people and not just these creeps, so I thank you for that. Nick, unfortunately, I don't know you that well, but I mean, I guess you have a nice nipple shape. And and as long as I so far I like your personality, I like your sense of humor. Clearly, you're Alex's best friend, so I mean, at least you got good taste in people. And it seems like you're taking care of Jill very much.
Yeah.
I was just getting to you. I was literally just getting to you. As long as you're taking care of her, you and I have no qualms. I might give you shit, but that's about it. And then Alex. Well, no, I'm not gonna be mean.
Alex, you fucking bastard.
No.
It's gonna be me.
You were the first person that I found, in this community that I do genuinely care about, a lot. I do consider you one of my best friends, whether or not you consider me, whatever, that's fine. So yeah, you always kind of have been there for me. You've helped me bounce back and forth with a lot of ideas, and stuff. You're also really good at what you do. Psychologically, psychology-wise, writing, audios, all that, you've got some stuff, and you need to give yourself more credit. Okay, I'm done.
That's stuff.
Well, and to kind of make it easy on everyone here, I'm probably going to be a lot less long-winded than you were on this one. Though, to be fair, a lot of that comes from the fact that I only know one person in this group relatively well. And I'm just going to go in the order that everyone's appearing on my screen, which is completely out. Actually, it's pretty much exact opposite order now that I'm looking at it. So, Alex. I'm trying to think of a decent way to word it.
I've never met a man I wanted to kill more than you.
Oh, I work retail. Trust me, that's not possible.
Every day, then. Every day.
Every couple of minutes. No, you were actually one of the first people that I had heard of in the community through Boston. And honestly, I appreciate how good of a friend you are to everyone, it seems. I love the fact that we agree on basically everything so far. Pretty much every time I spoke, I saw you nodding. So
He nods at everything.
Nick, you're probably the toughest one.
Is that in personality or build?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you had a little bit less to say than everyone else, so I didn't really get a really good read on you.
You should change it then. He's not a very good clarinet.
Because Alex never shuts the fuck up.
Hey, to be fair, he has the pleasant accent, so it's okay.
True.
Also, fuck off.
I do think it's great that you're confident enough to be walking around without a shirt all the time, apparently. And the fact that you're not fat as hell like me more or less makes it okay. So.
More or less. It's okay in my book.
I mean, clearly. Otherwise, he probably wouldn't be shirtless right now. So, next we have Jill, obviously. And I do love the sense of humor. All the jokes. Apparently you're a reptilian bitch. I don't know if that's supposed to be a positive thing, but the way you take it, it seems to be.
It wasn't at first. I've just accepted it.
Oh, okay.
Accepted my
Savage AF.
I really want to end up knowing the story to that.
I don't even know the story for that, so when you find out, tell me.
I remember the story of that.
Do you?
Okay, I will bother you about that later.
Definitely.
And then Boston, obviously, you've been a massive part of my life for the last several years, and to this day, you're still one of the best things that's ever happened to me.
Aww. You have a very sad life if that's the case.
I'm going to throw something at you.
Yeah, good luck from 100 and something miles away. Gotta
I
have
will
a good
build
aim.
a catapult.
Fine.
Trebuchets shoot farther.
So do cannons.
Yeah, why not build a cannon?
And just more proof that cannons are better than Nikon.
How did I know you were going to go to railgun?
You just gotta keep going. You skip a few steps between cannon and railgun, I'll admit.
Skipped a few.
You should skip Canon from Nikon. I mean Nikon from Canon, sorry. Alright, photographer
Fair,
jokes
to
are gonna
some
go
distance,
now.
I'd probably need a railgun.
You know, you guys, I did not come here to feel. Alright, I'm going to
Too
start
bad.
with Boston. No, I'm going to go in opposite order, too, because it makes more sense with what I have to say. Just shut your fucking mouth.
You want to finish on a strong note, basically.
Alright, Alex is first. Okay. I love his face, like, oh, man. Honestly, Alex was the first person I actually talked to and messaged on Tumblr. Boston was a second, but me and Boston talked way more. Like, I first messaged him because something about comic books, I believe. And I was like, he's never going to reply. What's the harm in it? And, you know, everything was from there. But I will say, as much shit as I give you, which is literally 99.9% of the time, I do really love you as a friend, and, like, you are incredibly smart, and you are really sweet. So, you take that and never talk about it again.
Oh, man. Fucking Skype. Ugh.
Up on the internet.
I know, but
You have a reputation to uphold.
I do. And this is destroying it.
Sorry,
Nux, I don't know anything about you. So, what I have learned, yeah, you are really funny, and I worked in retail too, so I understand that struggle. I contemplate suicide daily. Or suicide and homicide.
I usually go with homicide.
Yes,
Thankfully.
homicide is more fun. Oh yeah, you're next. Well, if saying I love you isn't the biggest compliment you've ever received.
It's supposed to be a positive thing about the person. Jeez.
Oh, crap. I have to pick one?
Yeah.
Go with the
Shit.
nipple shape.
Yes,
I am
your
proud.
nipple shape
Mine.
is spectacular. And I don't know, everything. You have a perfect smile and eyes and everything else. Like, God, I could go on for fucking ever, but let's not be as gay as we are, so. Oh, Boston is where I know I'm going to be the gayest, ironically.
Aw.
Because you were legit my first actual friend on Tumblr, and we talked, like, fucking all the time. Like, fucking all the time.
Yes.
To the point where they're like, well, what are they doing? I'm like, of course I'm talking to Boss. Who else would I be talking to right now? And, God, I adore the fuck out of you.
Oh,
like, holy fuck. You have perfect fucking hair. You have perfect fucking face. You have perfect everything. God.
Oh.
I'm gonna cut it off so I stop talking.
Please
but
do.
You are seriously one of my favorite human beings, and we need to visit you because I want to hug you.
Please do. I like friends. I like having actual friends.
Alright, my turn before people start crying. So, Alex, I really appreciate your sense of humor. You're really upbeat all the time and make the best jokes ever. I really appreciate that we can both be fathers of separate families, the Walnuts and pistachios. Nux, I love the hair game.
Family.
Wow, I haven't heard that since high school.
No, in high school it was more you look like a serial killer with hair that long.
Which is also a compliment.
And I've loved the conversation that you bring to this. Jill, you're an amazing life partner.
You're amazing.
And Boston, I really enjoy your photography. I've loved the pictures I've seen on Facebook and on Tumblr.
Thank you, that means a lot to me.
I was gonna say that's probably gonna be her
I was like,
favorite
well,
for
he's
the
hitting
night.
her where it really feels good.
No, because like,
anyway.
that's always something I've been worried about, is like, because I'm surrounded by artists fucking constantly, like, you know, but I've always been curious as to what the outside thing is, so like, for the fact that someone can like be like, yo, your shit's cool, means a lot to me. I work hard on the stuff that I do. Your all answers were good so far, though, so don't worry about that either. But, like, yeah, cool, thanks.
You dressed me up like a fee, remember?
I still need to do that.
We're doing this.
You're all right, I guess.
Oh.
All right. I'm going to go in reverse order as well. So I'm going to start with Nick. Obviously, we don't know each other very well, but we've been getting to know each other over the past couple of weeks, which is great. You're just one of the chillest fucking guys, like, so down to earth. Great sense of humor, but, like, you've very clearly got your priorities in the right fucking place. You have a good head on your shoulders. And I have so much fucking respect for that, just adult to adult. That's so nice to see. Plus, you make Jill the happiest I could possibly imagine her. So, fucking mad props to you on that, mate. Honest to God. Jill, you reptilian bitch queen. You messaged me about comic books, and then we realized we were nerds, and then we realized we were Disney nerds, and then we realized we were everything nerds, and then we started talking, and I love the fact that we instantly fell into that I fucking hate you phase.
We just skipped, oh my god, you're such a good friend, and went straight to, I hate you so much, I'm gonna berate you.
It was just so instantly comfortable to call you a bitch. It was perfect. You're a great friend, you're a fantastic mother, you know. Again, you've got your head screwed on right, which is nice to see. And, you know, since I've just known you, you've dealt with some stuff and you've handled it just with grace and poise and intelligence. And that's been amazing to see. So you're a fantastic friend. You're a lovely human being. And I'm very proud to call you a friend. Shut the fuck up. Nux, obviously, this is kind of the first time we're meeting, but...
This again. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulty. I'm having a lot of these. Maybe I should get a new system. If you guys have any suggestions as to a better way for all of us to record this, please let me know while I wait for this to start up again. So a really long fucking lull. Gonna pause this for a second. Okay, and we're back, so
Yeah, that works.
double check to see if this works, guys. Say something.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Something.
Okay, it seems like it's working enough. So, yeah, I didn't hear your bit about Nux, Alex, and I think that's the last part we have to do, so...
Okay.
So just tell me when. And so you want me to go from Nux, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So just tell me when.
Good.
Okay. Nux, obviously, the one I know the least. Yeah. Sound bloke. We seem to get on well already, which is fantastic. We have a good rapport. You've got a great sense of humour. You've made a lot of jokes that I would make just a split second before I would. So mad props to you. Yeah, great bloke. And you seem to do wonders for Boston. So there's, I thank you for that, for being such a positive influence on my life. Boston!
Yeah.
Boston.
Oy.
First.
This will be
The
great.
first person I talked to from all of this.
Really?
God, we've been through some shit. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the first person I talked to properly, so I remember those messages.
Let's
the first ones
let's not talk
that we
about.
shared.
Let's not
I
talk.
still have them.
Yeah.
Maybe one day I'll release them to the public and they can see where it all started.
I will destroy you.
I know. You have so many positive things going for you. You're such a lovely human being. Just a genuinely lovely human being. And you're so dedicated to your stuff. If a little bit over-dedicated, workaholic.
Shut up.
Just saying. You're so open and welcoming. If I'm the quote-unquote king, if that's still a thing, you are very much the queen. Because you just interact so well with everyone. And you've done wonders for me. You've been one of my best friends throughout this entire thing, and we've always been there for each other. As much as I've been there for you, you've been there for me. And I can't thank you enough for that.
Yeah.
So, saying one positive thing seems almost impossible when there's so much to go off.
I suppose that's fair.
Aw.
I can atone to that.
But yeah,
And
no
then
more of that.
we have one last thing, and then we're finally done. At least I'm finally done, and I want to go to bed. I think we all do. But, yeah.
Shattered.
The usual T word. Alex, take it away.
Alex has to start, apparently.
Every time. Tickle. There. Done. Easy, quick.
Wow, you didn't do the usual thing. A little surprise.
Jesus.
No, it.
Tickle, tickle, tickle.
Ah, that wasn't encouraging.
It wasn't. Dead.
Next up.
He just does it. Tickle. There, I did it. Leave me alone forever.
Who? Wait, who just did what? I didn't hear it.
Tickle.
I already did it.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm getting, dead.
Second time tonight. I can't handle this. Go.
I don't know whose turn it is.
Yours.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was hers or mine. I'm just going to be a dick to all of the Lees real quick. Tickle, tickle, tickle.
Oh, I hate
You're not
all of
fucking
you.
with me. You're only fucking with her.
I hate all of you.
I hate all of you.
You will be burned. No, I'm kidding.
Austin, you have to go.
Okay, so long, farewell. This has been Tea
No,
Talk.
you have to
The
do
quicker
it.
you do it, the quicker we can all be unconscious. Come on.
Alright. Tickle. Okay. Alright. Well,
Not the one.
thank you all for tuning in once again. I apologize that this has been a very buggy episode, mostly with just kind of sudden pauses due to shitty internet problems because, well, yeah. So, this has been Mr. Boston.
Nux Tenma.
Cute Giggler 4.
Giggler tickler.
And I am ready to go to fucking sleep.
Me too. Thank you all again. We hope to hear you and all of your questions and topics. And we will see you in the next episode. Thank you again.
Take care.